Don't mind me, just eating some cookies. In case you guys missed this on Instagram, these are the favors for my sister's wedding. Pretty sure I took like 10 of these cookies home. They're so good. Up on sugar, let's do this. Hello everyone, I am back again with another Pinterest hacks tested for you guys. And this time we are doing Valentine's Day edition. So again, I went all over Pinterest and I found a whole bunch of different like decor hacks and cooking hacks and all that kind of stuff that seemed pretty interesting and, you know, kind of Valentine's Day-y. So I thought I'd test them out for you guys, see which one worked. One's plural. Hopefully it's not just one of them. And also, in case you missed it, I also did a Pinterest recipes tested. I tested out these 3-ingredient pink cookies and I even found a healthy dip that was pink. I don't know, but that sounds pretty Valentine's Day-y to me. So when you're done with this video, go and check out that one as well, and let's just get into this. Let's do this. So the first one I want to talk about is a cake decorating hack that I found that was really, really cool, and it's creating these beautiful red hearts on a cake. Technically, this is a cheesecake. I don't know if you can add it to other cakes. Probably not. And it looked really cool and I thought, well, if I don't screw this up, then pretty much everyone else will do a really good job. First thing you need to do is you need to make a cheesecake. There, done. You have a cheesecake. If you would like to know how to make the cheesecake that I made, click on the link in the info bar below. So once you have made said cheesecake but have not baked said cheesecake, then you want to create this raspberry glaze. Really not too difficult. I did it all on the stovetop with some frozen raspberries, cornstarch, water, that kind of thing. Stir it all together, strain it, and then you have this beautiful glaze. Now you want to take a syringe. So the syringe that I am using is an old like syringe for kids Tylenol. That's what I had on hand. And so what you're gonna do on the unbaked cheesecake is, that's really difficult to say.
Unbaked cheesecake, unbaked cheesecake, unbaked.
And you wanna fill up the syringe and then you wanna start dotting around the outside of the cheesecake and then creating sort of a spiral swirl right to the center. And I made the dots bigger on the outside and smaller on the inside because that is what she did. And now comes the scary part. You need to take a toothpick or a knife or something like that, and you want to start with the very center dot and then start dragging it through the center of each of the dots, going all the way through, and you can't lift the toothpick up until you've made it to the very edge. And as you can see, I'm actually impressed this did a really, really good job. Oh my gosh, I did it. That looks so professional. I was pretty worked up about it, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, I'm gonna ruin this cheesecake. But it actually turned out to be really, really easy, and like, big thumbs up for this Pinterest hack. Also, the cheesecake was delicious. Next up are these really cute painted coasters, and I saw these online and I thought that would be a really fun thing to do for Valentine's Day. Now technically you could use these for pretty much any holiday, but I thought they were really cool for Valentine's Day, so I decided to test them out. So what you're gonna need for this particular hack is you're gonna need Cork Coasters, you're going to need acrylic paint, and you're gonna need painter's tape as well as an X-Acto knife. So the first thing that I did is I taped off the shapes and patterns that I wanted. So I did a heart on one of them and I did some stripes on another one. And then you want to just take acrylic paint and you want to paint in whatever lines and things that you want. Pretty straightforward. And now I decided, because I did the acrylic on one of them, I decided to do spray paint on another one. So we'll see what that actually did. So now I'm just gonna peel off the tape and see what it looks like because I don't actually know. This is really, really fun. Oh, it looks really cool. This would be cool for Christmas actually as an ornament because it kind of looks like one. I love the metallic silver with it. I think that looks really boss. And overall, that worked out really well. And it was really easy to do. Now we will see if spray paint also worked. Oh, fail. I think this was more me than the spray paint. You can see the edges kind of bled a little bit around the outside of it, unfortunately. So overall, pretty good, but I need to secure this down a lot better. Next up are some really cool decorated jars that you fill with either fairy lights or a nice candle, and you've decorated them on the outside so you can just sort of see some of the lights on the inside. I'll show you. First thing you're gonna need mason jar, you're going to need spray paint in whatever colors you want, painter's tape, an X-Acto knife, and then fairy lights or a tea light. So first thing that I did is I taped in layers some painter's tape around the outside of the mason jar. And then I used a permanent marker to kind of trace out what sort of shape that I wanted to do. So in this case, I did a heart, as you can see. I messed it up pretty badly, but that's okay because you're going to be cutting it out anyway. And then you just take an X-Acto knife and then you cut along the edges to where you want the shape to be. And then you peel off the outside so you just have whatever shape it is in the center. I decided to experiment a little bit with the shapes, so I did one that was like just one big heart, and then I did another one that has a bunch of different hearts, so we'll see which one looks better. And then I did a couple of coats of spray paint. I did one in sort of a champagne gold, and I did another one in a pink color. This is what it ended up looking like on the outside. Not bad. It's a little bit cracked, but you could play that off as sort of an antique-y kind of a look, and it's not tacky either, which is good. Now I'm just going to try and attempt to peel up the tape here. Ta-da! Heart. Not too shabby. It has a little bit of some fallout from the spray paint on the outside there, but again, if I was a little bit more careful, this probably would have worked better. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it with a tea light. Tea light in. Now there is no spray paint on the inside, just as a heads up, because that would be dangerous. Make sure that this is completely dry, otherwise the fumes are not good. So you can see, that's what it looks like. That would be really cute, just tying it up with a little bit of twine on it. Now let's just see what the other one looks like. These aren't super perfect hearts, unfortunately. Like, you'd have to take like Goo Gone or whatever to really take off all of the like gooey stuff on the center of the hearts, but I am too lazy to do that. I'll test out with the fairy lights and we'll see if that looks any better. All right, we're back. It's slightly dark out and I found fairy lights. The only thing is I couldn't find ones without a giant battery attached to it. So I'm not sure how good this is gonna look. Okay, well, this isn't gonna work. It's got some fairy lights in there, but I have so many more that just aren't gonna fit. Or if it is gonna fit, it's not gonna look good. So let's see what it looks like if we can just pretend for a moment that I did find fairy lights that would actually fit in here. See that? That's really cute, right? I don't know why my voice is quiet now. Because it's dark out. That looks really cool. I just wish I had less fairy lights. And then here it is with just a tea light inside. See? Because it's like a tiny little bit at the bottom, so you can't even tell that it's a heart. I do not like it with a tea light. I think it's gonna look way better with fairy lights. So if you can get your hands on some smaller sets of fairy lights, that is the way to go. And the last one I wanted to share with you is turning strawberries into little flowers, which is very Valentine's Day. Strawberries are very Valentine's Day. Flowers are very Valentine's Day. Put them together and it's like the ultimate Valentine's Day. All you're gonna need are some form of sticks. I don't even know, these are bamboo dowel rods and strawberries and a knife. You're also gonna need a knife, unless you can do this with your hands, but that's pretty magical. I should also warn you that strawberries are not in season here in the Canada, so these strawberries aren't the greatest. Okay, so it says to put the berry on the stick, okay? Well, mine doesn't have a pointy end, so this is gonna be interesting. Like, shove it on there. Ooh, okay, next. Create the outer petals. Make 4 cuts towards the bottom of the strawberry. The cuts should encircle the bottom of the fruit and be driven down towards the green stem. Okay. Okay, so you have to do downward motion on the side like this. Oh, those are not even. It's fine. Do I just like peel them like this? I like how I'm asking you and I'm hoping for some direction and you guys can't give it to me. So I'm just failing on my own. Oh, and then I chopped some off. So far, I'm failing miserably. Does it look like a flower? I think with a lot of practice, this could be really cute. Is that a flower? I don't think it is. I so love the concept. Thumbs up with practice. And that is everything for this Pinterest hacks video. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more of these types of videos. If you have any requests, leave them in the comment section below as per usual. And let me know if you test out any of these Pinterest hacks for yourself. I would love to see your recreations on Instagram or Twitter or anything like that. And that's everything. I hope you guys have an amazing Valentine's Day and we'll see you guys all in my next video. Love you girls. Mwah.